This is He Knows His Sport, bringing you that heat and that fire. Come on, man. We know Keith Runtime, aka Duck Time, is on witness protection when it comes to Errol the Truth Spence and Terrence Bud Crawford. I done told y'all he wants no parts of those guys. Neither one of them. That's the truth of the fact of the matter. He's going to steamroll Manny Pacquiao via 10th round TKO stoppage. So you Pactards, get ready. Hear me and hear me well. He is going to steamroll Manny Pacquiao, a.k.a. AARP retirement Pac-Man, via 10th round TKO stoppage. There are no two ways around that bad boy. That's going to happen because I've said this before in yesterday's video and previous videos prior to that. Keith Thurman is a Florida boy. Clearwater. Shout outs to them Florida boys. Manny Pacquiao, I'm going to give y'all a Florida term. He about to get done the fuck up. I'm going to say that again. Manny Pacquiao, via Florida term, is about to get done up. His ass getting done the fuck up. If you're from Florida, I want you to put in the comment section, done the fuck up, or he about to get his ass done up. That's what's about to happen. Keith Thurman always fights opponents he knows he's going to beat. He doesn't take on opponents that he can't beat. This is why he's not going to take on Errol the True Spence. This is why he's not going to take on Terrence Bud Crawford. The whole Terrence Bud Crawford thing, he did tell some truth there. And I agree with some of the assessment of what he said in terms of Terrence Bud Crawford has not fought a real welterweight. That part has truth to it. It has validity. See, and that's the thing. We associate Keith Thurman's duck timing and run timing with him giving a false narrative. No. Again, he's a Florida boy. They tell you how it is, man. That's how these Florida cats roll. Especially cats like me that's from the MIA 305. That's where I stay, baby. And born and raised, boy. So I'm just telling y'all, Florida cats, that's how we roll, man. We tell it how it is. That's what I like about Keith Thurman. He tells it how it is. He knows he's not on Errol the True Spence level. He knows he's not on Terrence Bud Crawford level. But he told the truth about Terrence Bud Crawford when he said he has not fought a real welterweight. The jury is still out on him. I've said the same shit. So Keith Thurman doesn't get flack for that. He's telling the truth. And Bud, because he's such a dodo head at this point, he fell for the bait. Now he going on Twitter doing Twitter fingers. Come on, man. Didn't Drake say, you know what I'm saying? We don't do G shit. We do. These motherfuckers nowadays don't do G shit. They out here doing Twitter fingers. But you're a real G. What you on Twitter for? Clapping back. That makes no sense. Do what you did with Errol the True Spence. Run up on the cat, man. And clap back in his face. That's what real G's do, man. We don't want this Twitter nonsense. That's the problem with social media, man. It makes all these fake bullies and all these fake thugs think they're tough. When really, they're not tough. Like this King Mar dude. This dude, oh, when I shoot you, I'm gonna... Shut the fuck up, man. You think I'm scared of you? Fuck out of here. These cats, they make me laugh. They don't understand when they make comments, what I call lame cyber as bully as fuck comments. I laugh. Because that means I'm already in their heads. The fact that you want to resolve to juvenile or kiddish fighting, it says that you're not an adult. You're a 13-year-old. If that, in your brain cells. But anyways, back on to boxing. People always getting mind fucked. They don't even understand it. And then when they are not getting mind fucked, they still think they're getting mind fucked. Anyways, it's just those mind games I always play with people. But anyways, yeah, I told you, you gotta be a deep thinker. You gotta be leagues above to understand the magnitudes of what I do. But anyways, let's get back onto this. Keith Thurman told the truth about Terrence Bud Crawford. He said that Terrence Bud Crawford did not fight a real welterweight. When you look at it, he hasn't. Jeff Horn, I don't want to hear that bullshit. That's a lame fucking duck. Manny Pacquiao got robbed beating that dude. Even though Manny Pacquiao looked his worst, he still did enough definitively to beat that dude. He's a lame duck. So he got a lame duck belt. Jose Benavidez was not the Jose Benavidez at 100%. If Jose Benavidez had two legs and he didn't have that injury, that motorcycle injury that he had, Jose Benavidez would be a different fighter. As a matter of fact, that 12-round fight that it took Terrence Bud Crawford, because Terrence Bud Crawford, to me, in that fight, he got exposed. And Errol the True Spence admitted that when they did that face-to-face, when he said, man, it took you 12 rounds against a one-legged dude. He was damn near dissing Terrence Bud Crawford. I think Terrence Bud Crawford, I tell you, his brain cells ain't there to understand what Errol the True Spence was saying. You have problems with a one-legged dude? Imagine if Errol the True Spence was in the ring with that Jose Benavidez. He'd have bulldozed his ass. I'm going to say it again. He would have bulldozed his ass. Got his ass out of there. And show him your one-legged self has no part to being in the ring. It wouldn't take 12 rounds to dismantle his ass. Would have got his ass out of there. He would straight stopped his ass. And let his ass know you have no reason and no part of being in the ring with the likes of me. That's the truth of the fact of the matter. That dude took Bud to 12 rounds. Now imagine if he had two good legs. Because people forget Jose Benavidez has an accomplished amateur background. And he was one of those guys that a lot of people was looking at. So he wasn't just no lame duck. So if he was at 100%, I personally believe he would have beat Terrence Bud Crawford. That's the most yelling I've seen Bomac do in any of Terrence Bud Crawford's fight. Jose Benavidez, you know what happened to him? He gassed the fuck out. He got tired. Now, some of that is credit to Bud because Bud was giving him some of those switch stances that was fucking him up. But for the most part, it was more so on him and his limitation than anything else. And if he didn't have that, Bud would have been fucking exposed. That's the truth of the fact of the matter. And then an Amir Khan that's 5 years past his prime. So no, you haven't fought a real welterweight. Amir Khan has already been broken by Canelo Alvarez. Actually, as a matter of fact, he's been broken in. Danny Garcia stopped his ass. The man is beaten, battered, and a broken fighter. Damaged goods. So when Terrence Bud Crawford got him, it was tailor-made for him. This is how desperate Top Rank is with Terrence Bud Crawford right now. They got to give him the worst of opponents at the welterweight division. But if his ass did not re-sign with Top Rank and he would have been on the PBC side, he would have had all these fighters. Even Mikey Garcia, man. You know why Mikey Garcia beat my face, a.k.a. Human Pinata, is credible here? Because he turned around and said, listen, man. Because you know why I say he has credibility? His ass used to be with Top Rank. So nobody can come here and tell me some shit. You fucking dodo heads. You brain full of mush and you brainwash followers. This man used to be with Top Rank. And he said out of his own mouth, the only thing that makes sense out of Beat My Face and Human Pinata dude. He said Terrence Bud Crawford was stupid for re-signing that contract with Top Rank. Because all of the fighters are on PBC. If he really wants to fight all these welterweights, his ass should have re-signed. But in this case, with PBC. With Al Heyman. Then he would have had all of the welters. I keep telling everybody, Al Heyman would have rolled the red carpet out for him. This $3.5 million he's getting per fight, shit. After he got to pay Bomac, after he got to pay Bob Arum, he's lucky if he walk away with $1 million. I'm telling you, him and Bomac, these Negroes don't know how to count their money. I'm going to say it again. These Negroes don't know how to count their money. And then people get mad when I say that shit. It's the truth. Because how you undisputed at 140 and you 30, damn near 1 years old. You know what I'm saying? It's not like you have that many more years left. Probably 5 at best. And you getting 3.5 when you should be getting minimum 10 million for your accomplishments. And you're constantly in the top 3 pound for pound. That's bullshit. That's why I keep saying these Negroes don't know how to count their money. I'm a truth teller, man. I come with, what is it? Cold-hearted, unadulterated, and cutthroat truths. And the truth of the fact of the matter is, Keith Thurman wasn't lying when he said that Terrence Bud Crawford has not fought a real welterweight. Now, excluding all of that, I'm not going to be stupid enough to not realize that Terrence Bud Crawford will beat the shit out of him Because you guys have heard me say it, and I've been quoted saying that Keith Thurman is the third best welterweight at the welterweight division at his best. If they fight, will Keith Thurman give Terrence Bud Crawford fits? Yes, he'd give him mad fucking fits. But Terrence Bud Crawford will still beat the shit out of him because he's a first-tier welterweight that has dimensions. His ability to switch things up, his acceleration on his punches, his ability to do so many different things in the ring separates him from the pack. The only person that's going to bulldoze his ass like a lawnmower is Errol the Truth Spence. I'm going to say it again. The only person that's going to bulldoze his ass like a lawnmower is Errol the Truth Spence. But everybody else, Terrence Bud Crawford beats them up night and fucking day. They ain't got no problems. They can't deal with that dude. He poses too many puzzles for them. And that's the truth of the fact of the matter. So if Terrence Bud Crawford and Keith Thurman fight, it's a foregone conclusion that I'm picking Team Bud all day, every day. I'm not that stupid. You know what I'm saying? And Keith Thurman, he a Florida dude. I rock with him because of the Florida part, the Clearwater part. I fucks with him. The Winky Wrights, Florida Cats. I fucks with him. You know what I'm saying? The Ben Getty. You know what I'm saying? He been schooled by Ben Getty. Been schooled by, you know what I'm saying, Dan Birmingham. I fucks with him. But my thing is this, man. He ain't on Bud's level. We know that. But he ain't lying when he said Bud ain't fought a real welterweight. And folks need to understand that. Because I've said it. That's what I like about truth tellers like a Keith Thurman. They give you cold-hearted, unadulterated, and cutthroat truths. That's what people don't like about Keith Thurman. Keith Thurman tells you the fucking truth. The problem with him is he's too inactive and he's too injured and he be ducking action. That's why when he tells the truth, people laugh at it. But if he was the former Keith Thurman that was, you better not duck me, son, and that was hungry, then everything he's doing would have way more credibility, way more weight, and way more magnitude behind it. So that's self-inflicted on Keith Thurman. Or Radio Raheem told him, how do you feel that you're not respected? You know what I'm saying? And nowadays we always talk about Errol, Spence, and Terrence Bud Crawford. But that's self-inflicted on him because he's not fighting those guys. He's not stepping up. When you sit there and Radio Raheem tells you, okay, we know Manny Pacquiao's a legend, but even Radio Raheem knows Manny Pacquiao's AARP retirement style. Even he knows. All these dodo heads here that be commenting on my comment section, they still think Manny Pacquiao's the 8th division champion. That's why I'm laughing. Even he knows Manny Pacquiao's a shell of himself. He's like, okay, let's get on to the real fight. Errol Spence and Terrence Bud Crawford. And if you notice, Keith Thurman's like, ask me in 2020. Are you fucking kidding me, dude? So the lack of respect you get is credible. But on the flip side of the coin, what he said wasn't wrong. Because I've said it. Terrence Bud Crawford has not fought a real welterweight. Put him in there with a real welterweight, a la his first test will be Kell Brook. Because if Kell Brook is 75%, he's going to take a lot out of Terrence Bud Crawford. I believe Kell Brook will lose that fight. But guess what? He's going to beat the shit out of Terrence Bud Crawford. And I'm not going to sit here and make it a foregone conclusion that Terrence Bud Crawford can actually definitively win that fight. I know that Kell Brook, because he's a big-ass welterweight, he would be a big-ass welterweight, damn near 154 now. He would make Terrence Bud Crawford work like he's never fucking worked before. Because the difference between a Kell Brook and an Amir Glass Chin Khan is Kell Brook, it used to be once upon a time Special K. And that boy, he got some really high IQ and high advanced boxing skills. People forget that shit. He knows how to hold properly. You know what I'm saying? There was a time Mayweather was even crediting his boxing ability. So Kell Brook's not somebody for people to sleep over. He ain't no slouch. And that will be the first test for Terrence Bud Crawford. That will let me know where his ass stand at welterweight. Because I told you he's not a complete welterweight yet. And I agree with Keith Thurman. I'm going to say that again. I agree with him. In order for you to be a full-fledged welterweight, you have to beat a full-fledged welterweight. Whew. I'm having poetry moment again. What I said was deep and profound. Let me rewind that again and say it again. Because I wanted to marinate in the corpus callosum and I wanted to marinate in the cerebellum. To be a full-fledged welterweight, you have to beat a full-fledged welterweight. And when Terrence Bud Crawford does that, then he gets my full respect and my undivided attention. This is He Knows His Sport. checking out.